Hi, boys and girls. Today we're going to read through and then grade Rabbits, Rabbits, and More Rabbits by Gail Gibbons. As I'm going along and reading, follow along with me on your passage. You should have a red pen with you. If you don't, pause this right now and go grab one. When we start going over the questions, if you get a question wrong, I would like for you to pause the video, circle the answer, and fill in the correct bubble if it's multiple choice. If it's extended response, I want you to circle the letter or the number next to your answer and write in a correct answer above or below your answer. Do not scribble anything out. After you're done, count up how many questions you got correct. Put it at the top and you're all set. Here we go. There are wild rabbits and tame rabbits. Tame rabbits can be gentle and loving pets. The two most common kinds of wild rabbits are cottontail rabbits and European common rabbits. Wild rabbits live on every continent except Antarctica. All tame rabbits are descendants of European common rabbits. There are big rabbits and small rabbits. Their heads can be pointed and narrow or broad and flat. Wild rabbits have short brownish fur. Domestic rabbits have short or long fur that can be white, black, gray, or reddish. Gray, reddish, brown, or a mixture of these colors, Their fur keeps them warm. Hop, hop, hop. Rabbits get around by using their powerful hind legs. They can also run as fast as 18 miles an hour. Many can leap 10 feet or more. A rabbit depends most of all on its excellent hearing. It moves its ears together or one at a time to catch the sounds coming from any direction. Rabbits can see better in the dark than people. A rabbit's eyes are on the side of its head. Because of this, it can see both sides as well as to the front and back. A rabbit has a good sense of smell, too. Its nose wiggles constantly as it sniffs to identify any scents. Oops, let me move this up. There we go. Rabbits are vegetarians. That means they don't eat meat. In the spring and summer months, wild rabbits eat leafy plants. Biting and chewing helps wear down their front teeth, which grow continuously. During the winter months, they live on bark, twigs, and the old fruit of bushes and trees. Rabbits are nocturnal. They eat and play most of the night from dusk to dawn. During the day, they rest and sleep. A well-cared-for pet rabbit can live 8 to 12 years. In the wild, a rabbit may live to be about 5 years old. A male rabbit is called a buck. A female rabbit is called a doe. Baby rabbits are called kits or kittens. They are born with their eyes closed and without any fur. To keep them warm, the mother covers them with grass and bits of her fur in the nest she has dug in the ground. At about a week old, the kits have opened their eyes and grown a coat of soft fur. When they are about 2 weeks old, the kits leave their nest. Their mother only nurses them for a few weeks of their lives. Then they begin to find their own food. When they are about 6 months old, they begin to raise their own young. It's fun to adopt a baby rabbit or a grown rabbit for your own pet, but you must allow time to take care of it. Rabbits are lots of fun to watch in their natural environment. But, best of all, rabbits are fun to play with. They are wonderful pets that require lots of care, attention, and love. In our word bank, we have the word descendants. That means coming from the same parents or ancestors. Domestic means tame, and nurses means to feed babies. All right, let's take a look at our questions. Number 12. What is the author's purpose for writing this reading selection? A, to entertain. B, to list directions. C, to inform. I can tell right away, I know my answer is to inform because he taught us about rabbits. There were no directions in here, and it was a nonfiction passage, so that helps us to know that it wasn't just for entertainment. Number 13. All tame rabbits come from A, European common rabbits, B, cottontail rabbits, C, Antarctica rabbits. I'm going to go back and find this one. I believe it's European common rabbits, but I want to make sure so I don't make any silly mistake. Okay, and right here I see it. All tame rabbits are descendants of European common rabbits. I'm glad I checked that because right here, if I hadn't underlined that, I might have seen the word Antarctica and all tame rabbits and thought there's my answer. But that's not true. Wild rabbits live on every continent except Antarctica. And then it says all tame rabbits are descendants of European common rabbits. So let's go back, fill in the bubble. Okay. All right, down here it says that, whoopsie daisy, it says that the show how kits grow by completing the chart below. At birth, the kit's eyes are closed and they don't have any fur. What happens at 1 week? I'm going to go back and find it. Let me grab my pen. And I see right here, at about a week old, whoops, that was a bad line. The kits have opened their eyes and grown a coat of soft fur. So that's exactly what I'm going to write. Let me get my okay. Then it says at 2 weeks, the kits leave the nest. Let's see what happened at 6 months. I'm going to get my pen back out so I can underline it. I'm going to go back to where I found that. Okay, when they're 2 months old, the kits leave their nest. We saw that. When they are about 6 months old, they begin to raise their own young. So that's exactly what I'll write. They begin to raise their own young. That's all I have to write. Okay, let's go on. All right. Oh, we already found this answer, but of course I'm going to double check it as always. Antarctica is the only place where wild rabbits A, do not live, B, do not have long fur, C, live longer than tame rabbits. Well, I know Antarctica is very cold, so I'm going to dump the do not have long fur because anything that lived there would have to have long fur to be safe and to survive. Okay, let me go back, and it says right here, wild rabbits live on every continent except Antarctica. There we go. Okay, number 16. This paragraph is from the selection. A wild rabbit depends most of all on its excellent hearing. It moves its ears together or one at a time to catch the sounds coming from any direction. Which question is answered by this paragraph? A, how do rabbits use their ears to catch food? B, how do rabbits use their ears to hear sounds around them? C, how do rabbits move their ears to talk to other rabbits? It doesn't say anything about catching food, and I remember that rabbits are vegetarians, so they wouldn't have to catch their food. It does talk about how they hear the sounds coming from any direction. That would be all around them. So I'm going to click this one. How do rabbits move their ears to talk to one another? I don't see anything about them talking to one another in that paragraph. All right, number 17. Which food will a rabbit eat? A, chicken, B, lettuce, C, honey. Let's go back and check. I believe it would be lettuce because they are vegetarians, but I always want to double check. Okay, it says they don't eat meat in the spring and summer months. Wild rabbits eat leafy plants. Lettuce is a leafy plant. So that's the one I'm going to fill in. All right, 18. Rabbits depend on their senses is an important idea from the reading selection. List 4 details from the selection to support this idea. So I need to go back and find 4 ways that they use their senses. Remember, our senses are sight, hearing, touch, smell, and taste. So let's see what we can find. Okay, right here. Ooh, a rabbit depends most of all on its excellent sense of hearing. Whoop, excuse me. Let me pull this back down and get my pen because I see a way that they use their hearing. It says it moves its ears together or one at a time to catch the sounds coming from any direction. So that's the first one I'm going to write. Oh, excuse me again. Okay, let's go back and see what else we can find. And I'm going to look in that same spot. And I see one right below. Rabbits can see better in the dark than people. I also see it can see on both sides as well as in front or back. There's another one. And then I'm going to write, and then its nose wiggles constantly as it sniffs to identify any scents. There's my 4. So I'm going to go through. And I'm going to start typing, and I'm probably going to have to go back to remember what I read. Let me see. I do remember rabbits see better in the dark than people. Okay, the next one, let me see. It can see on both sides as well as in front or back. And if you have okay. If you had something about, whoops, I'm going to move this one down because I put it in the wrong spot. Very important to make sure that you don't do that, boys and girls, because the person who's grading your OAA might think that this is part of B, and it's really your C answer. Okay, and the last one, I don't remember what it was. I think it was about smell, but I want to make sure. Its nose wiggles constantly as it sniffs to identify any scents. Don't remember exactly what I said. Let me go back again. As it sniffs to identify any scents. Okay. Okay, let's go on. This paragraph is from the selection. Baby rabbits are called kits or kittens. They are born with their eyes closed and without any fur. To keep them warm, the mother covers them with grass and bits of her fur in the nest she has dug in the ground. At about a week old, the kits have opened their eyes and grown a soft coat of fur. Ooh, it is the central idea of this paragraph. How wild and domestic rabbits are different. How young rabbits begin to change. Why rabbits make good pets. We have B. It's all about how they grow and change. This sentence is from the selection. Rabbits get around by using their powerful hind legs. What word means the same as powerful? A, weak. B, large. C, strong. C, strong. Okay, and we are all set. Go ahead, count up how many you got right. Remember, the extended response are worth 2 and 4 points. If you need help, ask me and I will be happy to help you.